What's up, Marching Vats? It's Jen here, and I'm going to be teaching you guys the stuff that you need to know for this month. So what we're covering is backwards marching, sliding, and we might do a little bit of adjusted size step. So how you do backwards marching. So backwards marching, you're obviously always going to start with your left foot, right? Left foot. So what you're going to do is, we like to call it yoink and one. That's how we start our first step. So from position, right, from tension, right, horns up, so horns up, and then yoink and one, and that's your first step. And it's all done on your toes. So if I go like this, yoink and one, and that's just sliding backwards. So it's sliding on your feet. I can show it this way too. Yoink and one, and it's just sliding backwards. Then we're going to talk about sliding, which is what we like to call marching forward or marching backwards while still facing the front. So we're going to sometimes have to be going different directions depending on the location of where we're going. And so how we do that without, facing that direction or with still keeping us so that we're faced towards the audience is by what we call sliding. So you point your feet straight and then you tilt your body all the way so your shoulders are parallel like this. Your shoulders are parallel while your legs are still in front of you. So your legs are like this, and then you're parallel. So you're parallel up, and let's say this is where the audience is, and so you're up, and then forward marching, obviously, as we've covered, and then backwards marching, obviously, as we covered, but you always want to keep it there. Same thing with this side. Remember, face the audience. That's the key. You want to keep your instrument facing the audience. So hit and one, and then that is how you do sliding. Now, adjusted size steps. So again, with this, there's not always going to be times where you get to do 8 to 5, which is what we regularly do. There are times where you will have to take smaller steps or bigger steps depending on where you have to go. And it varies, in your drills. So, adjusted size step, how you want to take it is you want to find an object. So, the different adjusted size steps we have are 12 to 5, 16 to 5, 12 to 5, 8 to 5, and then 6 to 5. Now, 6 to 5 is ginormous. Like, your steps are going to be like that big. Like, they are seriously like huge steps in 6 to 5. But what I'm talking about is that you should find a point. So like a certain point where you want to go. So let's say a tree or any object in your room, if you're doing this in your room, obviously, like I am. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to look at that point, and if you're saying to yourself, if you want to work, you work on all the different steps. So if you want to work on 6 to 5, obviously, so you say that certain point is 6 steps. So then you go halfway, okay, that's 3, and then half from that, that's 1.5. Okay, so there's your 1.5 steps. That's how big your steps have to be between each and every one. Same thing with the 16 to 5, although these steps are going to be smaller. So, alright, so 16, and then you do half, which is 8, and then half from that is 4, half from that is 2. Now, again, 16 to 5, your steps are going to be like this. Very, very, very small. Not big at all. And it depends on what size step you need to take, is how big the step or how small the step's going to be. And that's all we are covering right now for this month with you guys. And we're doing drills such as forward and backward drills where you have one person facing forward, one person facing backwards. so we can really work on the guiding between two people, or more than two people, but really working on guiding and forwards and backwards marching. And we are going to start covering box drills, which cover sliding, backwards marching, and forwards marching. And when we start doing the 8-4-2 box drills, it'll cover adjusted size step as well. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a great summer. I know it's crazy. We're sorry we don't have really anything yet. We're waiting and we're hoping, and I am so excited to be with you guys and be practicing with you guys. I am so excited for this season. You guys are such an amazing section. Bye.